Hello everybody and welcome to The Only Bull Technology. I'm your host, The Only Bull, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2009 unibody MacBook. Being that this laptop is 9 years old, I want to see how much life this laptop still has in it. Let's get started. As far as the specifications of this unit, we have a 2.26 GHz Intel Core 2 Duo, that's a dual-core chip. We have 4 GB of 1333 MHz DDR3 RAM. We have an NVIDIA GeForce 9400M with 256 MB of video memory. And we have a 320 GB 5400 RPM hard disk drive. This unit also features an optical drive, which is pretty common for a laptop of this age. Those specs might not blow you out of the water, but the thing that might is that this laptop is still supported with the current release of macOS 10, which is High Sierra. So this is a 9-year-old laptop that still gets full support from Apple. That's pretty special. So I'm sure you're all wondering what it's like using a 9-year-old computer with a modern operating system. And truth be told, it works just fine. Surfing the web, listening to music, and typing up documents works at a reasonable speed. Heavier tasks, such as video editing and gaming, don't work as well, as you can probably imagine. For testing purposes, I downloaded a copy of Minecraft Java Edition. At reduced settings, the game ran at about 30 to 40 frames per second, which isn't ideal. For video editing, I downloaded a copy of iMovie from the App Store. I tried editing one of my normal videos, a 1080p 60 frames per second video. iMovie was slow and unresponsive. It was impossible for me to edit any kind of video on this computer. Battery life is also a disappointment. The MacBook managed only about 2 hours in my testing, although that is the original battery. The original battery life would have gotten around 5 hours. The webcam is also another disappointment. The resolution was poor and the lighting was just bad. The microphone on this laptop sounds like this. It isn't horrible, but again, it's not that great. Another disappointment of mine was the display. With a low resolution of 1280 by 800, poor color quality, and absolute horrible off-axis viewing, the display is really not a nice feature of this laptop. One of the advantages of an older Mac is the ability to upgrade it. This unit is no exception. Just by removing 8 screws and lifting the back cover off, you can easily get to some of the computer's internals, such as the battery, RAM, and hard drive, all of which can be upgraded or replaced if need be. I was pleasantly surprised by how good the keyboard and trackpad are. The keyboard has really nice key travel, and while not being a mechanical keyboard, has plenty of, quote, clickiness for me. It feels great, and I can type relatively quickly. The trackpad is amazing. It is by far better than any Windows trackpad on the market. It supports 2-finger scrolling, wonderful smooth gestures, and it's just a very nice experience. The speakers on this laptop are, well, okay. They get reasonably loud and don't cause a lot of audio distortion. For being under the keyboard, I guess they're not bad. So that's my rundown on this 9-year-old unibody MacBook. Now before I go, I would like to discuss who this laptop is for. To me, this laptop is for anybody who is looking for a budget Mac that will still run the latest version of macOS. These days, you can find a MacBook similar to this one on eBay for around $100 to $150. For that price, you are getting a bargain. A MacBook that will still do everything a modern budget Windows computer can do, and more. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be uploading new videos as soon as I can. Be sure to subscribe, and thank you for watching.